What's poppin'? Big Shot here from BigShotLoops.com. Now, today I'm gonna show you how to make your drums bang. This is part one of how to make your drum bang. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna be doing too much talk, and I'm gonna get you going right away. All right, so I'm just gonna play you the drum pattern that I just started right now for you, just so you can hear what we're gonna be working with, and then we're gonna start tweaking and getting our sound better and better as we're gonna add the elements necessary to make your drums bang. All right, so let's listen to the drum pattern. Alright, so this is what I got going on right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mute all the sounds that I have going right now, and we're gonna start tweaking the kick. Alright, so pay attention to what I'm doing right now and then follow through, because you can come back, listen and watch to this video, and then you can go back and do the same on your beats. Alright, so this way you can model it and use it in your own discretion. Okay, so the first tip that I'm gonna give you right now for the kick is to make sure that your velocities, okay, over here, your velocities for all the kicks, okay, so all the notes that you play for the kick, all the MIDI notes, are all at the same level. So I'm gonna go ahead over here and select all the kicks over here, raise them up, and make sure they're all at the same level. Let's listen. Alright, so that's good enough. Now, the second tip that I'm going to give you is to always use equalizer, okay, on each of your instruments to make sure that you get that you bring out the right frequencies for each individual instrument. Alright, so the equalizer that I'm going to be using is the Isotope Ozone 5 equalizer. I like it a lot because you can actually see the frequencies every time the note is being played when you play it back, so that this way you can tune it and kind of see what's going on with your frequency. So let's open it up. Okay, right here. So now let's play the kick, and we're gonna see what's going on in the visualizer right over here. Okay, so the first thing that I would do with a kick is I'm gonna do a narrow tweak at about 50 Hertz, and I'm gonna raise it up to about 2 dB. All right, so that this way in the low end of the kick I'm gonna increase at a specific frequency. Okay, that's why I say narrow, because if we do it wide, we're gonna adjust all the frequencies that are on the side here and on the side there, but I really want to touch one specific frequency. That's why we're gonna narrow our adjustment over here. So I'm gonna raise it 2 dB, and I'm gonna make you hear the difference. If you have your headphones on right now, you're gonna hear the difference. So let me bypass it. Now let me put it on. So you should hear what I'm hearing right now if you have your headphones on. Okay. Now the second thing that I'm gonna do is actually if we look at what's going on in the visualizer, right over here in the high frequencies, we see that there's something going on. So we're gonna cut down in the high frequencies. Let's do it a little narrow, so this way we don't eliminate the frequencies that we want. And what I'm going to do at about 5,000 Hertz, right over here, We can write it over here too, but let me start at 5,000. I'm gonna raise a narrow frequency up so that this way it gives me more attack on the kick. That should do it for about 3 dB over here. All right, so usually a kick is a bass sound, so that's why you're gonna see a kick play in the. Let me stop it over here. That's why you're gonna see a kick play in the lower frequencies more than the higher frequencies. What I mean by lower frequencies is anything on the left side here of the equalizer, and the higher frequencies is anything more on the right over here. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. What I also do, this is the next tip that I'm gonna give you. What I also do is I put filters on every single one of my instruments that I lay down when I make a beat. Okay, my goal here, as you know from the beginning, is to not only eliminate beat block and inspire you, but it's also to increase the quality of your beats. Okay, so that's why I'm giving you those tips right now, and also I'm gonna make you improve your drums. And of course, with this video, which is the part 1 right now, is to make your drums bang. So the another tip that I'm going to give you right now is to always apply filters on every single one of your instruments. So right now I'm going to put a filter, but I'm not going to put any kind of filter. Since it's a bass sound, which is the kick, I'm going to put a low pass filter. All right, so I'm going to make you hear what it sounds like and the different adjustments that we can make to get a different sound. So let me make you hear it. You might have heard that kind of effect in some beats. You know, like the kick goes a little bit muffled and then it comes back to a more wider range. Okay, so we're gonna adjust the kick and eliminate all the high frequencies that we don't need, so that the kick can be in its own space in the overall sound that we're putting together. All right, so let's tune it. I think it's good right there. So what I just did, I just eliminate all the high frequencies that I didn't need in the kick to make it sound more bassier, more deep, so that this way we don't have too much of the high frequencies playing while the kick is hitting. All right, now that we applied the filter, there's one more thing that you can do to improve the sound of your kick. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna transform the signal of the kick from a stereo to a mono signal, and what I use for that is the BC Triple EQ4 VST over here. All right, so what that does is that it brings the signal of the kick in a mono signal instead of a stereo. Stereo signal is, you have a left and a right. So the mono is one signal. So, TVs, phones, laptops, and everything has one speaker. Your music is gonna sound way better when you transform anything that's bass sounds like a kick or a bass line to a mono signal. So this way it's gonna still sound good, even if you have a weak signal or a system that only has one speaker. All right, so let's hear the difference. Let's hear without. You're gonna see. I'm gonna play. Actually, I'm gonna remove it, and then we're gonna play it while I'm adding it, and you're gonna definitely hear the difference. Let me add it now. So now we're going to start hearing distortion. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go to the mixer now and see what's going on when every of the kicks are hitting. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we're not redlining. All right, so let's look at it right over here. The kick is right here. All right, where my mouse is. So you want every of your sound to be below this line over here, the 0 line here. Okay, so if you're over that, that means you're redlining. Okay, so what you got to do is bring it down. Okay, so let's adjust it and bring it down. So this way, when you bring it down, you're making sure that you're not redlining, and that your kick is hitting right at the right space, at the right time, at the right level. All right. So this is it. This is it for part 1 of the how to make your drums bang. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you learned a few things. I'm in Machine 2.0 right now, but just know that any DAW that you're using, it might be FL Studio, Ableton, Logic Pro, whatever the case may be, all the functions that I'm using right now, they come with the software that you're using. So filter, equalizer, and etc. are all in the DAW that you're using, which is this beat making software that you're using. So even if I'm in Machine right now, you can do the same thing with your software. So just model what I'm doing and it'll be beneficial for you. Stay tuned for the other video, because part 2 we're going to go over the snare and some of the other sounds, and we're going to keep going in our pre-mixing, which is what is the main goal here on how to make your drums bang. It's knowing how to mix. This is I'm giving you right now, pretty much I'm giving you some mixing tips to make your sound get better, to increase the quality of your sound. So we started with the kick. Okay, we made the kick sound way better than what it sounded in the beginning. Okay, and at the end of the series, as we go through the parts, I'm gonna make a comparison to show you the difference between what I started with and the end product. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and videos and the other parts of how to make your drums bang. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. All right, peace.